हम 3 लड़कियों को पुल कर रहे थे, मैं और मेरा दोस्त था, 3 फ्रेंच लड़कियाँ थीं। तो वहीं पे
लाइन
समझ लो यहाँ पे दिस इज़ द लाइक प्लेस एंड दिस इज़ द बेयरखाइन एंड दिस इज़ माय अपार्टमेंट। तो हुआ क्या कि हमने कहा कि इस रास्ते से लेके जाएँगे, वो साला रास्ते में बेयरखाइन था। तो और फिर मेरा अपार्टमेंट, तो मैंने कहा चलो, अब वो लड़कियों के मूड था।
बढ़ गए, चलते हैं
तो
मेरे।
उसने वो देखा, अरे तो मैंने कहा बेयरखान आ गया। मैंने कहा अरे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, साला रिजेक्ट ही कर देंगे, अंदर ही नहीं आने देंगे, बड़ा ग्रुप है ना, 5 जने हो गए। और उस टाइम पे मैं वो कैमरे वगैरह रखता था, यहाँ पे कैमरा लगा हुआ था।
वो तो अलाउ नहीं करेंगे।
वो तो दूर, तो मैंने कहा मना कर देंगे, तो उन्होंने देखा, मैंने कहा कैंसिल कर दो, उसने कहा गो इनसाइड। मैंने
inside.
कहा, और मैंने कैमरे आता, ओ शिट वी आर गोइंग इनसाइड।
So I have a very special guest in the Brothing studio today, and we have Deepak dating. Back in the day when I was watching a lot of pickup content, when I was learning it, I saw a lot of his content. It was amazing. An Indian guy doing this abroad in a place Germany, and that was amazing. So proud to have you in the studio, bro.
Yeah,
It's really nice
thanks
to
for
meet you.
inviting me here.
Thank you for coming here, and thank you, Raj, for making this happen. So, so Deepak, how's your trip going in India so far?
It's going good. It's like a family trip, and like normal family things going on. Like,
That's great. How long has it been since you've come to India?
I came in November, last week of November,
Okay,
and now I'm like staying here, and I'll be go back in January,
okay,
first week of January.
that's good. So you're spending a long time, like
It's a bit.
almost a month.
It's like this is the first time I'm like staying so long actually. So normally I stay 15 days, 2 weeks, maximum 20 days. So now it's like more than a month I'm
So
staying.
yeah. So last time I heard you were coming here, I think it was for a boot camp. I had a seminar over there, and I heard that you coming over here. I think you were going to Bombay.
No, no,
That-
no. I did boot camp very long time. So I'm just normally I come here in India for family trips, and maybe some like not like boot camp, but like lessons, kind of free lessons or something like that
Okay,
kind of thing. So boot camp I do in Europe, London, USA. There is like main I do boot camp.
that's great, man. I saw your videos initially, and I was like, it's very hard for an Indian guy, specifically in a different country, because I was also in Singapore, and initially we have this thing that as soon as we go there, life is going to be good. लड़कियां होंगी आसपास, life change हो जाएगी automatically. सारे Indians का ये mindset होता है.
Actually the thing is there was one guy, he told me that a lot of Indians they go deep desire जो होती है ना कि गोरी बंदी मिल जाए, कि कई जो इंडियन बंदे जो आते हैं यूएसए में जाते हैं, यूरोप में जाते हैं, एक डीप डिजायर होती है कि यार चलो पढ़ाई लिखाई कर रहे हैं बट वी वांट टू गेट ए लाइक वाइट गर्ल. सो बट रियलिटी इज अ बिट डिफरेंट.
What do you think is the reality like?
The reality is like you have to have some skills because when I came to Europe, so I thought like, yeah, I'm working in IT job, IT consultant, and that is more than enough for me to get the girl. And so I was going to the girl and saying that, I'm in Volkswagen and I'm working as an IT consultant. And then she said, oh, you are in in irony, you are in Volkswagen. Uh-huh. So so I was, it's not work there. It's not working.
Doesn't
there.
matter.
No, ये चीज नहीं चलती वहाँ पे. So normally क्या होता है कि जो Indians when they go there they also think, because when you are in India, so when you are like highly qualified, you have done IIT or you have done engineering, you're a doctor, so you are definitely seen as a high status here, and you can get a good girl if you want to marry someone. Like somebody who has done like BA, Bachelor of Arts, correspondence, and somebody's done engineering. So just an engineering career, he has more sexual market value.
In terms of the arranged marriage route, I think you're talking
Arranged
about.
marriage
Yeah.
also, but even if a girl is choosing a guy, one is, in my time, if guy is doing engineering, Delhi College of Engineering, DC, and a guy is doing BA in Delhi University. So there is a difference when the girl chooses, definitely. I don't know right now exactly 2024 what is the scene, but there was a
Huge difference.
huge difference in status and तो गर्ल किस तरह से देखती हैं.
I think now, of course, the conditioning, जैसे आपको हम अभी बात कर रहे थे इससे पहले कि the conditioning of most of the Indian women, I wouldn't say all, right? But most of the Indian women is more like marry a rich guy, get a good life, and uh, it's been a cultural conditioning, cultural thing, right? So I think a lot of girls still believe in love, but if you go the arranged marriage route, it's all commoditized कि तुम कितने पैसे कमा रहे हो, तुम क्या कर रहे हो, complexion, based on complexion, based on height, क्योंकि काफी हो रहा है, right?
Yes.
And it takes a hit on a guy's self-esteem when he tries to go the arranged marriage route in most cases, because लड़कों की social conditioning है कि okay, we get a good job, our love life is going to be handled by our parents, तो वो social skills नहीं सीख पाते
Exactly.
उस momentum में, like they're focused on work.
No, that's your saying is correct. And because if you have not learned the social skills, so when you're going out, when you're going abroad, and your mindset is like, काम करेंगे and like we work and make money and make, good career, and then when it comes to like social skills, वहाँ पे hi hello भी नहीं निकल पा रही, then
Right.
you just fall flat on the face. And I have like a lot of like IITs from USA, doctors, lot of engineers from India also, like they just like not able to do good with girls, and their deep desire, definitely they say like एक western लड़की मिल जाए.
Right.
And so they have to learn skills. India mein the bigger problem is here, nobody talks also. If you are like focusing on the guys, like okay, like arranged marriage, and then the guy need to be like good in career, that takes time. अब यहाँ पे लड़की चाहिए आपको like जवान लड़की, and then when the guy is setting up his career, working hard, he will be late in 20s, he will be like older, and then the age difference is the big problem here.
हाँ, क्योंकि
Because
that's
you
looked
have
down
to have
upon.
like 2-3 year of age
Right.
difference, and then it is very hard for a guy. There is too much pressure here because in West sometimes, because of there's not too much age difference, so you can have a bit more room, more
Yeah.
time to improve yourself. Yeah, the pressure is also कि 24-25 साल तक you have to be.
And I was also reading this about Germany. Actually, I have a lot of German friends, a lot of embassy people in German embassy as my friends. So they were telling me कि Berlin में वो marriage का culture ही खत्म होते जा रहा है धीरे धीरे. Is that true? I mean, what do you think about that?
So what is coming in the West is slowly coming in India also.
हाँ, धीरे धीरे वो आ
So
रहा है.
Germany में जो marriage का culture is खत्म होता जा रहा है, is all over the West.
All over the West, technically,
Yeah.
not only Berlin. Like,
Yeah, it is all over there. It is like almost like everywhere now. But yeah, Germany, like it is also there. It was also in the like 20 years ago also, like people can do live in, and some people do marry. Some people do marry now also. But it is definitely like it's a more westernized society.
of course.
So, and these all things are originating from USA. So from USA, it is like copied in Europe, and then from there, slowly they are coming
Coming to
also
India.
in India. So that's how it is.
So tell me about your story. Like, when did you decide to go to Germany? How was your early life? Before you learned.
So I have a very different story in the sense, normally, like I was doing like not like I'm coming from middle class family, yeah. So I was not really like going to Europe or something like that, like job, maybe I will get some government job or something, and coming from strict background, like parental kind of thing. And when I was in 12th class, I started to watch, I was like watching, movies with cable TV hota tha. So we were watching like English movies, so like, soft core, like kind of thing. So I was very much like, yaar gori ladki milni chahiye. So, and I was thinking, I was like chutiya here, in India. So अब मैं यहाँ पे तो इंडियन लड़की पट नहीं रही, आप कैसे पटा लोगे
Right. हाँ.
फॉरेनर? तो अब मैंने कहा कि मे बी इफ आई एम इन यूरोप, मे बी आई विल हैव बेटर चांस टू गेट ए लाइक you know white girl. And that's why that was the main goal for me to go to. Honestly, I'm saying it was not, my goal was not to earn money, my goal was to bang.
White girls.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That's how it is. So that was
The
one
goal.
of my main motivation to go to Europe. I'm just like being honest.
And this was back in the day in 2002.
It was in 2002.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 2002, 2000 at that time. So at that time, I studied also this German language. Actually, there is a like in CP you have this Goethe Institute.
Yeah.
So I studied some German language at that time, and then tried, like different ways, and then finally I was able to go to Europe in 2006.
Okay, 2006.
So then I had like job. I was working as a like IT guy, consultant. And then I noticed that then the journey start in the sense like यहाँ तो me being in IT, it's not even making any sense. तो वहाँ पे क्या होता था कि जर्मनी में you have this lot of Turkish guy who are making kebab, this
Yeah,
doner
kebabs,
kebab.
yeah.
So one day I was coming out from my finish my job, like in the evening I was ordering some kebab, and then I saw like this some Turkish guy who was cutting this kebab, and then two hot German girls, they were like looking, and you can see from the eye contact they were like, you see.
Attraction
So
generally,
I can see
right.
clearly that these girls, both girls were like attracted to that guy. And I was not able to sleep for 2 days that I'm working in IT. And this kebab guy, cutting, and then these two girls, he may get these girls and they are not even looking at me. So I was like frustrated for 2 days. I was not able to sleep with this thing.
Yeah.
So why it is, so then I was like come into game and start slowly, like I was studying first like theories. In the start you study theory. So we are talking about 2008. We are talking about. So 2000, I was like, and then 2010, then finally I got courage to go out on the street to approach
So you took
girls.
like a year just grasping the theory and understanding ki kya
Yeah, exactly. So it can be early also, but I was not really like motivated. I was just thinking maybe I will do, maybe I will not do. But then finally, by the end of 2009, I went on the street, did my cold approach. At that time, there was like this we have I don't like layer, pickup layer.
Pickup layer, yeah.
Pickup layer.
Back in the day.
Yeah. So like people from all over the like cities, like a particular city group, they have like different groups, so that they meet each other. So I was going with some group. So we were in Germany. We had like city in Hanover. I did Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg is a Volkswagen like city. So I started in Wolfsburg.
Okay.
So there I was going out with local guys and doing some game, like.
And how was your experience?
Courage.
Was it like getting good? Were you getting results initially?
No. I was not even near to get any kind of results. So I was just like, just approaching girl was more than enough for me in the start.
Got it.
So slowly, you have to get the fear out. And I had also like deep inferiority complex also, like being, being
Indian
brown, being
and, yeah,
Indian. We are like, what we say in India, we are taught like that with the histories, and all our culture is like garbage and our identity is garbage. Like Gora is the best kind of. this
That's
thing.
again cultural conditioning.
Yeah. So when you are in their place,
You feel like.
and then you feel, oh, they are all better than me. So that was I was coming from, and then so plus there was no like social skills, zero social skills. So I was not getting any result in the start. So but I was keep on doing it, keep on. So 2010, then I did boot camp with you have this RSD Tyler, Owen Cook, and there are some other RSD instructors. I did boot camp there. I went to Miami there. I did boot camp there.
They had that immersion thing going on back in the day.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. There was some model season boot camp at that time.
Oh, I remember I used to check it and I was like, I don't have that kind of money.
मैंने क्या किया था, I was so much stressed out. मेरा एक friend है, Gaurav, he was at that time in Singapore.
Acha.
So he was doing this online thing. So he was also doing game at that time, but he was able to like getting late. He was doctor actually, so maybe because of the doctor thing also make it slightly easier for him. So मैंने कहा कि मेरे को boot camp, I want to boot camps, but I have no money. So he gave me like
That's good.
€1,000. He sent me €1,000, just like, you know, do the boot camp and then.
And this is back in 2015 or 16?
No, we are talking about
2013.
2000. We're talking about 2011.
2011. Yeah, that's
March
long.
2011.
And so that's 2011. That's long time back.
Yeah.
How was your experience?
So, yeah, it was very interesting. वहाँ पे जो थे, जब मैं मायामी में था, so there was like RSD Jeffy, you know, Jeffy,
yeah.
and Derek, you know,
Yeah,
Derek
Jeffy. Moneyberg now.
Yeah. They were like, he was on the younger version. And now he's like looking very old. Jeffy, Derek, and there was a Brad, RSD Brad.
Yeah.
एक होता था पहले.
Right.
तो चार coaches थे. उसमें जो थे, I was Indian. There was one Sikh guy, and there was one like Iranian guy, and all are white students. All were white. So I was not thinking that race. I was not at that time. I was 100% believing it's all about game. You just learn game from these people and it will work. There is nothing like race, accent. That is all BS. So I was thinking in that way. So वहाँ पे हुआ क्या था कि when you are getting slightly positive reaction from the girl, you feel more confident, and then it just like a snowball.
Snowball effect, yeah.
So they were, and when you're getting negative, it's just very hard to make a snowball effect then.
Right.
Negative reaction. तो मेरे साथ तो उन जो 5-6 दिन का जो बूट कैंप था, तो वो जो बंदे थे जीरो से भी चलते थे, तो उनको देखने में कई सुंदर भी थे. So they getting some results. जैसे कि एक ने मेक आउट कर लिया, I did make out, he did make out, and I was just getting rejected the whole night. तो वहाँ पे तो एक बंदा था मेरे साथ, वो नॉर्वे का था. वो बर्लिन में जब हम गेम करते थे साथ, so I knew that I can do better approaches than him. At least I can start. I was even motivating him to approach girls. तो हम जब वहाँ गए, he was also there in the boot camp, but I didn't know that he was also in the boot camp.
Acha, you guys used to do game in Europe.
He was secretly doing the boot camp, but at that time I was also in the boot camp and he was also in the boot camp. But we didn't know. उसको 2 बंदियां मिली and I didn't got anything. So I was just thinking that I am better than him, and he got 2 girls. He got laid by 2 girls and I was not getting anything. So then it was okay experience. It was, you know, okay. Then I decided, like, my journey is going to be even more like longer. It's not like, okay, game तो मेरे लिए काम नहीं करेगा, just give up. You know,
Right.
हाथ खड़े
जो
कर
option ही
लिए,
नहीं है उसके बाद कुछ.
हाथ खड़े कर लीजिए, I give up. So I just say, let's do it. I have to do it by myself.
Right.
So then I came back after the boot camp. I came back and I did game, and then by the end of 2011 I checked, you know, LDM, London Day Game.
London Day Game model, yeah.
Tom
I read
Terrero.
this thick book. सबसे बड़ी book I think, which is somewhat the best book I would say.
कौन सी वाली थी?
Day Game model, London Day Game model.
अच्छा.
काफी thick थी, इतना याद है मेरे को. I think 900 pages or something. Tom Terrero की थी.
अच्छा.
So
Street Hustle में भी हाँ कुछ हो सकती है.
और अच्छे good psychological concepts he had in that book. But again, it's thick.
So then I was like this LDM, so याद होते थे Tom Terrero, and then I was doing that thing also. But again, the problem was that they are like Britishers
Huh, right.
going to second world countries or third world countries
Getting good
like
results. Yeah.
Latvia, Balkans, Baltic, Serbia, and all, and then getting
Latin American
and
countries.
nobody was. These guys were never coming to Germany actually, so they were getting like because Germany economic level is even higher than UK.
Always, yeah.
So, and I was like following them, and I was also speaking in that way, you know, and it's just never worked out. But I learned to build rapport now. I was like, you know, kind of weird guy to at least have a social conversation with the girl.
Yeah.
So then even that part, but still it was not getting. So then I was doing by myself more and more. And then one time in 2013, the Volkswagen, they said like, you know, ye code kahan ja raha hai? Where is the code is going? So they fired me and then I did by myself. And finally, by April, May 2013, I was getting consistent results.
And what was the point that you decided कि अब मैं coaching में जाना चाहता हूँ? You know, I think that I have ample of skill that I can tell people, teach.
तो हुआ क्या था कि बेसिकली मेरा एक दोस्त आया था वो ब्रिमन से तो उसने कहा कि बर्लिन इज़ वेरी टफ प्लेस सो आई आस्क्ड लाइक व्हाट यू आर सेइंग लाइक बर्लिन इज इजी आई वाज ऑलरेडी गेटिंग लेट लाइक एवरी डे काइंड ऑफ हर शाम को नई बंदी वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 2013 तो मैंने कहा लाइक एंड ही इज लाइक टॉल वाइट गाय ही इज लाइक 197 meter big, blonde. He said like it is very tough. I'm not getting anything. He said, I said I will teach you game. So मैंने उसको game सिखाया how to pull, how to take how to escalate and everything. And he was convinced that like the game is real and we can make a business. And I was also thinking like want to make a business. So then by September 2013, we started like making infields and we decided to make a like business, dating business. And then we started working on it.
You know, that's quite interesting because in my journey, you know, the best game I saw initially when I was learning it, I was 17 years old. Or there was a Clarke Bridge in Singapore where we used to, you know, do some approaches. Have you been to Singapore?
No.
So वहाँ पे ना सारे लोग बैठे होते हैं with their all alcohol and stuff, and it's like a pre-party place, pre-gaming place sort of. अब तो नहीं allowed वो सब, I think उस time पे allowed था. So the best game I saw was of this guy who was 5'4", Italian guy.
अच्छा.
And he's just pulling girls left, right, and center. तो जैसे आप कह रहे हो कि वो मतलब the guy was tall. You know, generally people who are watching this, they would think that एक लंबा बंदा है तो उसकी कोई problem ही नहीं है game में. उसकी अलग problems है. Right? He has to be sort of more submissive when he's approaching the girls क्योंकि लड़कियों को थोड़ा लगता है कि he's invading the person's space. And this short guy was like, जो भी लोग होते हैं जो देख रहे होते हैं probably like 5'6", 5'5", they would be thinking कि मेरी तो height ही नहीं, that's why I'm not getting girls. So in my journey, the best game I saw was of this like short guy. He's getting girls. He's like, why don't you bend down? Can you hear me up there? उसी को उसने अपने height को ही अपना confidence बना लिया था, जिसपे लड़कियां थोड़ा उसको trigger कर सकती थी.
तो इनसिक्योरिटीज में हाँ जो हम बात कर रहे थे कि जैसे कि 5'4" इनसिक्योरिटीज इंडिया में तो मैंने एक चीज देखी है कि गेम में एक डिल्यूजन होना बहुत जरूरी है.
True.
अगर जैसे कि मैं अगर यही सोचता रहा हूँ कि यार इंडियन हूँ गंजा हूँ दाढ़ी भी नहीं है then it is not going to then you become insecure of course but you need to have delusion but you also need to be realistic. मतलब कि ये चीज देखिए कि डिल्यूजन तो चाहिए आपको. यू हैव टू बी डिल्यूटेड दैट मैं
I can do it.
I can get everything. I can get every girl. But at the same time be realistic that you know that you are Indian. It is ये इसलिए है कि ऐसा ना हो कि जब if you can get everything then you can you do why you need to learn game. Or फिर why you want to learn a technical game. You just go like some other good looking Western dating coach and get the results. तो वहाँ पे realistic approach जरूरी है. Then okay, I can get everything, I can get every girl, but at the same time, I need to learn a good level of game.
Basically, आपके हिसाब से like there should be like you need to reach an advanced level of social skills. You need to have some self entitlement as well. क्योंकि अगर तुम पहले ही सोच लोगे कि okay, I cannot get the girl, she's on a pedestal, she's way above me, so it becomes like a lot more harder.
Yes, yes. It was issue for me also.
Especially in Germany, right? Because here you were surrounded with Indian women, over there you go and it's
Yeah.
all
It's all
white
like,
women.
yeah,
Like the basic 8 or 9 over there is, I think, off the charts over here.
Yeah, exactly. So it was the same. Like, if you are not, I'm not even thinking about, I'm not even entitled to talk, then how I will get laid with these girls? So जब स्टार्टिंग में तो मैं तो आई वाज थिंकिंग जस्ट यार कोई गोरी सी ठीक ठाक से मिल जाए, एवरेज लुकिंग.
Right.
I was even getting rejected by जो मोटी girls, you know. So at that time, तो उस टाइम तो कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा था. So then, like, I have to change the mindset. I have to change the skills. Also, I have seen like they are like social skills and then game oriented skills. They're like what we say cold approach skills and social skills. They are both slightly different. They are different. ये भी चीज मैंने देखी है कि कई चीजें जैसे होती हैं कि हम बात करते हैं नॉर्मल सोशल सिनेरियो में, इवन लाइक लड़कियों से बात कर रहे हैं नॉर्मल सोशल सिनेरियो में, but if you're good in that, but that is still not enough to get girls. You need to have some game related skills also need to be there, which you may not use in normal conversation. And that you have to like also learn.
What do you think is game, वैसे, according to you? Like, what do you think is game? Because there's so much, information online. So I just want to know your
I mean,
perspective.
on like अब मैं उसके जो बाहर के उस अपना जब सोचता हूँ तो गेम आई विल से लाइक इफ यू आर एबल टू meet a girl and able to build a man to woman vibe, intimacy. It may or may not lead to boom boom, but if you're able to do it on consistent basis, like this is like one definition, like in one way, that then I will say that this guy has a like good game, that he's meeting the girl and able to build a man to woman vibe, means that girl is into him, not because of his money, not because of his maybe like some level of looks, but it is more because of his charisma and he can do it consistently. Then I will say like he has a good game. One definition you can also say that if whatever the looks you have, you are able to get girls higher than your looks without money, like without
Splurging
money.
and spending.
Yeah, without having you're not looking. For example, you don't look like model, but you are getting girl. Maybe you are like 7, but you can get girl like 8 level, 8.5. On rare chances, you can get 9. Very, very rare chance, but that is so one level above you can get. Then I will say also like if you're 8 and you're getting like 6 and 7s,
That's
not game. Makes sense?
Makes sense. I think for me, game has like a little more I'm more technical in terms of, when I was learning about cold approach, going to micro expressions, body language reading, right? And of course, social intelligence, emotional intelligence, and the way of approaching and building rapport with any new stranger and going in for the skill of closing people. I think, like how I sum game is based on these technical factors. कि अगर तुम्हें इतना कुछ आता है तो obviously you'll become a little bit good at this. And one thing I want to ask you, like you've had a long journey in this. You've been doing this, I think, more than a decade.
Yes,
more than
like 12 years.
12 years, right. So what was your biggest lesson that you got, like the biggest shift that happened? कोई realization हो या कोई epiphany आपको आई हो जिसकी वजह से आपके results एकदम shift हो गए? And I think सबकी journey में एक ऐसी epiphany होती है. So was there one in your journey?
I mean, I gamed on international level, so I have to need to have a slightly different mindset. I mean, you can also have this thing here also, but जो सबसे बड़ी जो एकदम shift हुआ है, जो change हुआ है, basically, I will say like the mindset. Technical game is a separate thing, but the mindset is the very big thing.
Biggest thing.
And the superior mindset, that is something like I see myself superior than white guys, like simple as that. Because we are coming from Indian, like, history and background, and like, like our history.
Yep.
So we were always seen as like subservient of them.
Right.
They are see. So if I am here and they are, and in my mindset that they are here, so unki ladkiyan bhi to yahi hoingi na. So if I'm trying to get them, it is very hard. It is very, very hard. That's where, like, lot of Indian people are not ugly actually. We may look like Latinos,
Right.
Mexicans, but they are getting more than us. It's the mindset. So mindset, I have to be here, not even here.
You have to be above
You
them,
have
right?
to be here.
Right.
You have to literally think like you are here.
Right.
So कभी कभी मैं अपने वीडियो में चैलेंज करता हूँ उनको. वो बेसिकली वो इट्स नॉट लाइक आई एम फेकिंग इट, आई लिटरली बिलीव. तो फिर क्या हुआ कि एक बार फिर अगली बार फिर हम गए. तो दिस कैन बी ए लक. या तो फिर अगली बार गए तो फिर अगली बार ऐसा ही सेम सिचुएशन, मैंने फिर एक लड़की ले आया. एक लड़की फिर लेके आ गया मैं. तो मैंने कहा कि मैंने कहा देख, अगर एक बार होती तो इट कैन बी लक, बट आई डिड इट 2 times
That's skill.
in
then.
3-4 days. And skill, or this fast, I have to think on that very high level,
Right.
on that God level.
तो थोड़ा बहुत नार्सिसिज्म होना जरूरी है.
But you have to have healthy narcissism.
हेल्दी नार्सिसिज्म.
यहाँ पे होता क्या है, नार्सिज्म भी गलत तरीके से यूज करते हैं.
सर पे चढ़ जाता है.
हाँ,
basically.
नार्सिज्म, you have to, I have very high empathy. तो नार्सिज्म तो था ही नहीं. एक वो था ना कि हम तो भाई मिडिल क्लास फैमिली, कोई ज़्यादा कुछ इंग्लिश बोलनी आती नहीं है. सो आई वॉज वेरी लो ऑन दिस साइड. सो जब देखा लोगों से, जब मिले, तो यू हैव टू थिंक, यू हैव टू हैव दिस हेल्थी नार्सिज्म, एंड यू हैव टू हैव एम्पैथी, बट यू नीड टू नो व्हेन टू शट डाउन द एम्पैथी. इट शुड बी shut down, like turn on, turn off. होता क्या है यहाँ पे कि लोग जो हैं इंडिया में, it's like their empathies, like for girls, is always
Way
turned
high,
on
way
like
high.
वो लड़की मिलते ही और वो एम्पलीफायर लगा के और बढ़ा देंगे.
Right.
And then they are suffering. नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसके साथ बुरा नहीं होना चाहिए. नहीं. Treat girls the way she want to be treated. Simple as that.
I think it all comes down to the scarcity mindset that has been promoted, especially by our social conditioning. क्योंकि जैसे बचपन से relationships are looked down upon. Plus, if you have a girlfriend, your parents are like, why are you talking to her? लड़कियों को भी ऊपर भी pressure है. There's a segregation in schools as well. तो इन सब वजह से limiting beliefs ज़्यादा आ जाते हैं और scarcity mindset ज़्यादा आ जाता है. But people forget to understand the logical side, which is India's population has overtaken China. So logically, हमारी population सबसे ज़्यादा है पूरे world में. So the sex is abundant over here. Logically speaking, right?
हाँ, sex is abundant, yeah.
But लोग logically नहीं देख रहे. लोग अपने cultural conditioning, social conditioning से के through with that lens देख रहे हैं जो social situation, and because of that they feel that there's a huge scarcity of women. Especially high self-esteem, high self-worth, women who are actually ambitious. क्योंकि अब इंडिया में ये भी एक और सीन है because of the culture conditioning, women are pushed more towards the comfort side, and I think that's all right till an extent. But for a guy who wants like a high self-esteem girl, who's an entrepreneur, who wants like a girl who's passionate about what she does, it's very hard. Because that's like the top 1% women in India. And what I've noticed in Europe, 60 to 70% of women are like that. Because वहाँ पे independent mindset बहुत independent promote किया जा रहा है.
But the problem is that is also that two
sides to it.
Two sides
right.
to it, and जो वहाँ पे हो रहा है, but I mean, I think this is like something is we have to learn, and maybe we should not follow it. Because if you are giving independence to the girl, then there will be some issues also come with it.
Yeah.
Because I was talking with someone, like, whenever you are giving independence, when you are like, and if there is something wrong in the past, then we have to admit it. यहाँ पे जो भाई जो जो हमारे उन्होंने कर दिया, अब इट वाज आफ्टर 1947, लड़की को पढ़ाओ, घर से बाहर निकालो, पढ़ाई लिखाई, इंडिपेंडेंट बनाओ, वहीं से ही इट वाज स्टार्टेड. आई वाज टॉकिंग टू माय मॉम इज अ टीचर. So I said, like, at that time it is started. The poison already put there, and now it is getting bigger and bigger. So whenever you're giving when you're giving freedom to someone, he want, like, आज आपने $1,000 कमाए, you will be, today you are happy, but maybe after 5 months
Doesn't matter.
so you want something more. It's the same thing. The people, you have to understand, whenever you're giving some independence, they want it more and more and more, and it is very hard to reverse it. So अब क्या हो रहा है, जब वहां पे जो नारी सशक्तिकरण ये सब चीजें हुई थी, वो, और लाइक नॉर्मली पीपल थिंक, मेरे जो कुछ दोस्त हैं इंडियन, वो भी, दैट फॉर देम इवन द गर्ल हु इज वर्किंग is more important than how she looks when they want to marry. और फिर एक अभी मेरे दोस्त ने शादी करी, मतलब वो डिप्रेशन में आ गया है, उसने जॉब, डॉयचे बैंक जॉब थी, बड़ी बढ़िया जॉब मिल गई, और लड़की थी ऐसी. अब वो सर शादी की सुहाग रात पर सर पीट रहा कि मैंने कर क्या लिया. कंडीशन लाइक गर्ल हैज टू बी लाइक हैविंग अ जॉब.
That's the condition, basic condition.
मैंने कहा एटलीस्ट कम से कम सुंदर लड़की तो ढूंढ लेता, गांव की ले लेता, कुछ सीधी होती, मतलब जो भी है कुछ को सिखाता. अब नाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट शी इज इंडिपेंडेंट, शी इज आउट ऑफ शेप, शी इज इंडिपेंडेंट. सो दोनों तरफ से ना तो वो मिल रही, बूम बूम, और उंगलबाजी, और वो तंग और कर रखा है दोनों तरफ. डिप्रेशन की टैबलेट ले रहा है वो.
Damn, that's sad. Arranged marriage route?
No, it was like online thing. तो दिस इज लाइक द पीपल, यहाँ पे क्या दिक्कत है कि लोग भी इस तरह से सोच रहे हैं कि मुझे एक पढ़ी लिखी काम करने वाली बहू चाहिए, एंड दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट दे वांट लाइक दिस इंडिपेंडेंट, बट व्हाट विल कम आल्सो दैट शी इज नॉट गोइंग टू हैव दैट, वो क्या बोलते हैं, घरेलू संस्कार,
Right.
फेमिनिटी. बिकॉज whenever you are like goal oriented is a masculine trait. When you are fighting for your goal is a masculine trait. If you are bringing that kind of like, no, achieve, आपने goal achieve करने हैं, आपने career में achieve करनी है, आपने CEO बनना है, it's we are working hard like guys. It's a masculine trait. अब आप इस masculine trait को लड़कियों को दे दोगे, then she will be also masculine.
She won't be submissive anymore.
And then you want to घर के अंदर तुझे वो काम, वो वैसे ही सबमिसिव, वो कैसे, how it will be. That's why like guys are also here in India, guys are also not knowing what exactly is the right type of girl they have to choose. यहाँ पे भी फिर यही प्रॉब्लम ये है कि you have to be more alpha, that you take care of the whole family. You have to have like balls to earn that much that आप लड़की की टेक केयर कर सकें, और अपने बच्चों की, और जो अपनी भी. अब यहाँ पे आप काम वाली बहू चाहिए, आपको लाइक इंडिपेंडेंट काम करना है. अब फिर लाइक then you will have to face these kind of issues also. She want equally in all the other things also. She need to be, if she's independent, then how you will have to have that kind of feminine
energy.
Energy. ये दिक्कत हो रही है अब यहाँ पे.
Right. You heard about the recent case that happened in Bangalore, right? We were talking about it. Now, this guy did everything right according to the social conditioning. पैसे कमा रहा है, supporting her wife, having a kid and trying to upskill the wife as well. What did you think? Like, did you see the whole thing?
हाँ, उसका देखा था मैंने देखा था उसका. So like we know that अभी जो laws पे भी, जो Indian laws हैं, they are also very like female, pro-female,
feminine, yeah.
pro-female, like, yeah.
Right.
तो उन्हीं को फेवर करते हैं. अभी मैंने लॉ देखा है कि आप अगर लड़की अगर चीटिंग कर रही है, आपकी वाइफ, किसी की भी वाइफ, and if you want to investigate, then she can file like what we say emotional, वो ना क्या बोलते हैं, कोई केस ठोक सकती है, लेकिन
on the husband.
हाँ. It is not legally allowed
to investigate the wife.
Investigate, yeah. और अभी मैंने लॉयर की उसमें रील में ही देखा था मैंने, कुछ ऐसी आ रही थी. और अगर लड़का कर रहा है, तो लड़की is allowed to investigate and confront.
That's fucked up.
हाँ, होम वायलेंस के उसमें वो होता है ना, क्या बोलते हैं उसमें, जो
Emotional abuse.
समथिंग लाइक
Okay.
दैट, वो कर सकती है। तो इसीलिए इवन लाइक कोर्ट के अंदर जो है, आपने अगर लड़की की संभोग की वीडियो अपने आशिक से दिखा भी दी, शी इज दैट वीडियो इज नॉट
Relevant.
रेलिवेंट, एंड वो तुम्हारे ऊपर केस ठोक देंगे।
Permissible भी नहीं है
हाँ
basically.
हाँ, क्योंकि वो लेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि यू आर इन्वेडिंग प्राइवेसी ऑफ द गर्ल, और लड़की ने आपका बना लिया, वो हो जाएगा। देखो, तो आदमी तो बकरी बनी जाएगा ना फिर।
Hmm.
तो अतुल सुभाष के केस में भी अब जो ये हुआ है कि बेसिक लाइक उसने शादी करी, और शादी करने के बाद द मेन प्रॉब्लम इंडियन मेल के अंदर, आदमियों के अंदर क्या है कि दे डोंट नो हाउ टू हैव दैट अल्फा
Vibe. Yeah.
वाइब इन द रिलेशन। वो दे बिकम सो बीटा, एंड इफ यू आर वीक, you are supposed to be instinct. This is how the law of nature. वो तुम्हारा कौन सा था, सर्वाइवल ऑफ द फिटेस्ट, चार्ल्स डार्विन। या
Yeah.
भाई देखो, जानवरों में इफ यू आर लाइक वो होते हैं ना, बफेलो होती है ना अफ्रीका में, वो क्या होती हैं, तो जो द लॉयन टारगेट ऑन द वीकेस्ट
Weakest link,
वो बड़े स्ट्रांग पे तो टारगेट नहीं करना, तो उड़ा के रख देंगे। तो वीकेस्ट, या फिर हाथियों में जो होगा उनके बच्चे
बच्चे
जो
होते हैं,
वीकेस्ट
right.
पे टारगेट करते हैं। तो समाज में भी, इन द सोसाइटी इज द सेम थिंग। इफ यू आर वीक, यू द अदर पीपल विल they will eat you, they will, it's the same thing in Europe also, it is the same thing in USA,
All over the world,
yeah.
basically, survival
If
of
you
the
are
fittest.
weak, and I have like some situation in life where I was having, due to health condition, and I have faced by myself these things. If you are weak, this is gonna happen to you. अतुल सुभाष के केस में, आई मीन, लॉ वगैरह जो भी है, सब कुछ है, उसने सब कुछ अच्छा करा, उसने पैसे दिए, लेकिन he was like emotionally like not able to deal and how to deal with it, and you have to be he has to be like at that time, जब मरना, तो फिर भी मैं कहूँगा कि मरना तो फिर भी नहीं चाहिए था उसे।
हाँ, भाग जाता, कुछ भी कर सकता
अरे
था।
भाग जाता, या फिर वो कहता मैंने तो संन्यास ले लिया, मैं तो अब दूंगा ही नहीं, अब मैं नौकरी
छोड़ दे,
नौकरी
right.
छोड़ दे, नहीं देते।
But बात ये आ जाती है ना कि his mind was more like socially conditioned, कि family को नाम खराब होगा, social stigma आ रहा है, so it's completely socially conditioned, I think. So that was
वो
the
भी,
reason.
और दूसरी बात ये कि देखो, इंडियन जो भारतीय लोग हैं, वो जो बेसिकली जो अपना लाइक वी आर ऑल लाइक
Hindu. Yeah.
सो एक सॉफ्टनेस है, एक पैसिवनेस है यहाँ पे, तो मतलब कि वी आर अफ्रेड ऑफ वायलेंस। सो लाइक वेस्ट में भी ये कॉन्सेप्ट है, यू शुड नॉट बी अफ्रेड ऑफ वायलेंस, confrontation, violence, or when you are capable, the girl will also like on subconscious level have respect for you. तो that is like, आपने आईटी कर ली, डॉक्टर कर ली, आपसे एक चुहिया तो मर नहीं रही है, लड़की ने दहाड़ मार दी, आपका पेशाब निकल गया, how you will do it,
right?
how it is tough, like, so you have to have improve like in everything, like यहाँ पे जो है relationship का जो how you have to lead the relation, that is very very important.
And plus मेरे को लगता है कि because of the laws, अभी शायद change होंगे नहीं होंगे, I'm not sure, but hopefully we keep a hope. Because of the laws, it's very important for a man to learn about female psychology, how he can control his relationship according to his convenience, and how he can basically have deeper meaningful connections, conversations, sexual compatibility. ये सब सीखना इंडिया में is way more important than the West. क्योंकि वेस्ट में जो कल्चर चल रहा है, it's more like people are, of course for Indians who are living in West, it's a different story. क्योंकि वहाँ पे जैसे I went there, you went there, first 6 months was extremely depressive for me. क्योंकि कुछ पता ही नहीं है क्या करना है, यहाँ की जो कंडीशनिंग है, जैसे यहाँ पे you're with your friends, you're with your people, बाहर बिल्कुल ही एक अलग कंडीशनिंग है, like it's like more, tell me if I'm wrong, like maybe Germany की different हो सकती है. What I felt in Singapore was कि वहाँ पे making friends was a very difficult task because of the cultural conditioning of Singapore. क्योंकि वो जैसे इंडिया में लोग लाइफ में घुस जाते हैं एक दूसरे की, वहाँ पे वो चीज़ नहीं है. There is a very firm boundary, right? And people like to maintain that firm boundary. So it's very hard for an Indian guy who's going out to culturally calibrate also to the place. So, yeah, I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on that. Ki, when you went to Germany,
हाँ जी
did you feel that cultural difference and how did you cope up with that?
भाई देखो आई वॉज लूजर इन इंडिया सो आई वॉज लूजर द सेम लूजर इन जर्मनी सो इट वॉज नॉट रियली आई वॉज नॉट कैपेबल ऑफ मेकिंग फ्रेंड्स हेयर इन भारत में एंड आई वॉज देयर द सेम थिंग एंड इट वॉज डेफिनेटली लाइक एन इशू but it was solved really quick actually. uh, like I don't know, like I was able to, once I get slightly socialized, so like treating people with respect. One thing I think helped me a lot is the physical presence. That I हुआ क्या था कि जब मैं यहाँ पे फर्स्ट ईयर में था सो आई हैड ए कन्फ्रंटेशन, फिजिकल कन्फ्रंटेशन. तो आई वाज लाइक 50 kg काइंड ऑफ लाइक होता ना सूखी लकड़ी. सो उसने कहा कि उसने मेरे से कहा अगर तूने अपनी माँ का दूध पिया तो लड़ ले. मेरे से उसने ये कहा. तब मैं 17 साल का, आई वाज लाइक फर्स्ट ईयर इन आर्यभट्ट पॉलिटेक्निक. तो वहाँ पे उसने कहा, वो शादरा का था, तुम्हारा शादरा होता ना गुंडा जो हमारे जैसे
Right.
ईस्ट दिल्ली में. तो उसने कहा माँ का दूध पिया तो आजा लड़ ले, देख लेते हैं. अब मेरी फट गई. आई वाज लाइक आई वाज लाइक ऑलमोस्ट लाइक ग्रुप के बीच में
हाँ.
झंड हो गई यार, जो वो पकड़ के ठोक देगा और लड़कियां भी हैं. तो फिर मैंने कसम खाई कि ये चीज़ मैं ज़िंदगी में दोबारा नहीं आने दूंगा. फिर उस देन आई वाज स्टार्टेड टू गोइंग टू जिम एट दैट टाइम. वन ऑफ, तो घर वाले बोलते गुंडा बनेगा क्या, तब तो ये सीन होता था ना, जिम जाते थे. सो आई बिकेम, व्हेन आई केम टू जर्मनी एट लीस्ट आई माय फिजिकल प्रेजेंस वाज नॉट दैट.
You worked on
तो
your
उससे क्या हुआ था कि बेसिकली जो लड़कियां तो फिर भी नहीं पटती थी, पर लड़कों से थोड़ी लड़कों से सोशलाइजिंग करने में एक वो ऐसा नहीं देखते इंडिया से कोई सूखा सा आ गया एक कहाँ से, तो एटलीस्ट आई वाज, दे वर सीइंग मी एंड आई वाज हैविंग स्लाइटली plus point, you can say, in making socializing with the guys. So I able to make friends there at that time. But वो भी फिर जो friends थे वो जैसे कि you can say like pick up related kind of, meeting girls.
Saturday call
हाँ
आया,
Saturday,
let's
हाँ
go.
हाँ 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 हाँ
Right.
हाँ. तो लेकिन थोड़ा मैं भी ओपन माइंडेड था कि मेरे को देर इज नो टर्निंग बैक, कि वापस अब इंडिया में नहीं जाना, अब लाइफ जो है यहाँ पे ही सेट करनी है. तो देर इज नो टर्निंग बैक, सो आई हैव टू डू दीज थिंग्स. तो कभी कभी मेरे को बड़ी वो होती थी, आई वॉज लाइक क्राइंग एट होम.
Loneliness and
लोनलीनेस एंड लाइक
definitely.
ये इंडिया में कैसे मेरी जिंदगी थी. आई वॉज नॉट, बिकॉज ऑफ सम ऑफ द थिंग्स हैपेंड इन पास्ट, आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू डील विद द थिंग्स इन यूरोप में. तो बट देन I cannot blame in the past. I have to move forward.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing is to remove that victim mindset and just completely dive
हाँ.
deep.
और मैंने एक चीज करी थी, मे बी इट्स, आई थिंक इट्स नॉट ए बैड थिंग दैट आई मेड. मेरे साथ जो था कि जो मेरे जो फ्रेंड सर्कल था वो सारे जर्मन थे, और इंडियन से जो स्टार्टिंग मेरे जो कोचिंग वगैरह में इंडियन से जो मेरा जो कांटेक्ट होना शुरू हुआ था वो जो कोचिंग्स के बाद होना शुरू हुआ था.
I think that's a very valid point you put because in Singapore also my whole social group was mixed culturally. और उससे improvement I think 100 times ज़्यादा होती है because if you're in your own comfort zone आप वहाँ पे भी you're hanging out with a lot of Indians, so mindset change नहीं हो पाता. I think a lot of it.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली. तो अब क्या दिक्कत हुई थी कि मेरे को ये नहीं कि मेरे को देखो आई लव लाइक इंडिया से हैं तो लाइक
yeah.
अपने बंदों से तो कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है. तो होता क्या था कि जो एक होता ना कि यार बाहर जाना है, वो क्लब में जाना है, कुछ करना है. सो इंडियन वाज लाइक ये कहाँ की वो, दे आर जस्ट लाइक अरे वी डू द ऐसा पे, वी डू जावा, नो 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 नो, वी ऑन द वीकेंड वी डू साइड प्रोजेक्ट इन आईटी. how I will make, so it is very hard. अब मैं कुछ हल्का सा ही बोल दिया लड़की बटानी है.
हाँ डरते लोग डरते बहुत हैं even in Singapore.
So you have to find, then you have to go for that kind of people,
Right.
who are like, so तब हुआ था. तो then it was definitely, I think Indians has to think slightly more alpha, slightly not just, देखो लाइक पैसा कमाओगे, ये बहुत सारे इंडियंस जैसे आते हैं, पैसा कमाओगे एट द एंड लाइक व्हेन यू डाई एवरीथिंग विल बी स्टेइंग हियर.
True, that's true.
थोड़ा वर्क हार्ड एंड थोड़े मजे हार्ड, थोड़े मजे भी ले लो. अभी अभी कई केसेस आ रखे हैं। एक बंदे ने बूट कैंप किया था यूएसए में, सैन फ्रांसिस्को में। उसको बंदी मिल गई थी, उसने सही काफ़ी अच्छा हुआ था। फिर उसने लड़की तो इंडियन से ही करूँगा, शादी तो मैं इंडियन लड़की से ही करूँगा। वो 6 महीने भी चली, वो लड़की ने कर दी उंगल, डिवोर्स हो गया। अब वो कह रहा है कि वो दोबारा वो बूट कैंप के लिए कह रहा है कि दोबारा आने के लिए।
That happens a lot. Plus, I think one of the biggest things that I learned in like the coaching is ki because people are so emotional with this, right? It's dating and it's very interpersonal. तो उनको पता है वो गलत कर रहे हैं, पर वो करेंगे वही जो उनको करना है, चाहे आप जितना भी बोल दो। इस वजह से अब मैंने तो बहुत ज़्यादा ब्लंटली बोलना ही, मैं उनको ओवरव्यू इनसाइट्स दे देता हूँ कि ये टेक्निकल ब्रेकडाउन है मेरा, अब मर्जी तुम्हारी है क्या करना है। क्योंकि whenever you say कि नहीं don't do this, they will always do this. It acts as a negative suggestion, which I've seen.
बिकॉज होता क्या है कि इमोशंस ऑलवेज प्रायोरिटाइज्ड ओवर लॉजिक। और कुछ परसेंट तक वो लड़कों में भी इट इज वैलिड, लड़कियों में तो बहुत ज्यादा है। तो या सो लाइक कुछ परसेंट तक ये लड़कों पे भी इट इज वैलिड दैट इमोशंस प्रायोरिटाइज्ड ओवर लॉजिक। on the girls it is very high. I mean, that's why they say we know everything. Like they will say don't go to bad boys, but they will always choose
The bad boys.
because it's just the emotions coming. और यहाँ पे the thing is like the nice guy, that is also like one kind of emotion, and they're like दया दिखा दी, nice, be nice, you know, that is also like a one thing emotion.
Yeah.
और लड़की चाहे even if the girl is like, you know, abusing the guy, still he knows that it going to end up very bad, they still do it. So one thing in game what people should also learn is to control the emotions.
Of course,
that
that's-
is one of the most important thing, is controlling emotions. You have desire, but you know that if you're going longer in this relationship, it's gonna be very disastrous. For that reason, you need to also have backup. You have to have options. बिकॉज अगर स्केरसिटी, अगर आपके पास अब कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है, तो फिर इमोशन एक स्केरसिटी आल्सो इज एन इमोशन। वो फिर वो इतना ज्यादा हो जाएगा कि आप उसकी जो लॉन्ग टर्म जो कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज होंगे वो भूल जाओगे आप,
राइट।
यू विल फॉरगेट अबाउट इट एंड देन यू गो इन रिलेशन विद दैट गर्ल। अगर अतुल सुभाष का अगर हम वी टेक द केस, इट इज नॉट अबाउट, सम पीपल से दैट ही हैज टू लुक स्मैक्स, दैट्स BS. He is in marriage. He was in marriage. He has a child. So there was like some kind of attraction there, because लड़की बच्चा ही क्यों करेगी? No, it was something was there. But वो इतना soft था कि he was not able, even if he knows that it is going very disastrous, he's just keep on
double invest करे जा रहा है।
वो होता गया। फिर उसने एक वो भी आपने देखा होगा कि he did motivated his wife
Upskill
to
कर रहा था।
become get a job in Accenture,
AI or something,
Accenture, something like this. So now his mental mindset is also wrong. With that weak male, he also have a weak mindset. Because आपको समझना चाहिए, अगर आपने लड़की को अपना ही वर्जन बना दिया, then it is going to have you have to have a feminine and masculine both energy. If you are converting the feminine energy into masculine energy, it's gonna be disastrous. ये बात समझ में नहीं आती लोगों को इंडिया में।
Right.
अब ये बात तो लाइक ये तो बहुत हायर लेवल पे भी लोगों को, लाइक लड़की को पढ़ाओ लिखाओ, बाहर जॉब कराओ, ये कराओ वो कराओ, दे आर ब्रिंगिंग ए मैस्कुलिन एनर्जी इन द गर्ल, and that's going to, some girls can be still क्या बोलते हैं, सुंदर सुशील बहू, feminine, even with these things, but there will be more cases where the girl, 90% of the chance girl will be, it can goes in a very wrong direction.
That's actually an interesting thought. So I want to ask you, like, what do you think about, like, because you said, right, कि चार option होने चाहिए, and I think my perspective is also kind of similar in this, because, you know, we know about the game theory too much, we've been in this, but a lot of people watching, you know, they would be thinking कि then what do you think is love? अगर इतना pragmatic होना है, Then,
हाँ
according to you, what is love?
love, I will logical if we explain love, देखो आपको आप love is something that is not replaceable. Logical if you are saying, आपको अपने फादर मदर से लव है बिकॉज दे आर नॉट रिप्लेसेबल. आपको अपने कुत्ते से प्यार है बिकॉज ही इज नॉट रिप्लेसेबल. दैट्स व्हाई यू लव. आपको अगर एक लड़की से इफ यू लव सम गर्ल because in your mind you think that she is not replaceable.
In your mind, you think that she's not.
She is in your mind you think she is not replaceable.
Right.
So that's why वो कहता मैं प्यार में पागल हो रहा हूँ कि because you think that she is, you know that there is scarcity on the back side, there is scarcity mindset going on, and then when she is not replaceable, जब replaceable नहीं होगी तो आपको लगा मैं उससे प्यार हो गया, मुझे प्यार हो गया है. This is how I see the love. Simple. If we logically explain love, तो अब क्या है कि अब दिक्कत मेरे को कभी कभी दिक्कत, it is not like दिक्कत, it's not like a problem for me, but I look for very rationally the things. If a girl is with me and if the conditions are not met for me to have her in my life, then replaceable, replace. And when something is replaced, then it's very hard to fall in love.
Right. That is what I was getting to. Right. Because if you keep on changing, you keep on replacing your.
No, if she is meeting the criteria to be with me in the relation, then I will keep her.
Definitely.
But as soon as she is showing, that kind of toxic,
Behavior
things, then it is good for me to
let her go.
let her go. Because अगर तब प्यार में पागल पड़ गए तो फिर अतुल सुभाष हो जाएगा.
Right.
क्योंकि here he did the, क्या बोलते हैं, आत्महत्या, suicide, I don't know. So here he did it, but the problem started here. Problem would have started here. तो यहाँ पे जितनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आने से पहले प्रॉब्लम यहीं पे ही दिख गई होगी अगर वो it would have taken step here.
Technically in the honeymoon when he was saying that the wife did not want to get married, वहीं से उसको डबल डाउन नहीं करना चाहिए था. That's my belief.
हाँ जो भी मैं I don't know full story. जैसे कि when you will get married and आपके बच्चे होंगे जो भी है, तो स्टार्टिंग में जब क्या होता है कि जो बच्चे होते हैं वो पेरेंट्स का वो टेस्ट करते हैं. They will test. And if you do not punish them,
you're failing the
it
test.
can be like I don't like some, not like physical but some other way you if you do not punish them, they will crossing the boundaries. और फिर एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा कि it will be so much that they will not even listen to you. Kids, यूरोप में ऐसा होता है, वेस्ट में होता है, यहाँ भी होता है कई बार. लड़कियों का भी यही सीन है कि अगर लड़की whenever she cross the boundary, you have to call her out. You have to call her out and you have to sort the boundaries, and you have to, if like I'm not saying like physical punishment, then you have to give some punishment, because if she's not getting that, she will keep on crossing. जैसे अतुल सुभाष के केस में ऐसे बहुत सारे केस होंगे, और वो फिर ये देखेगी होता क्या है. then what will happen, she will see that you are a weak male, और जब आदमी वीक होता है, I will suck everything like a vampire. समझे? तो that's the main problem. आप if you became weak, then you supposed to get taken advantage.
So what would you say to the viewers, how to be emotionally resilient, how to be sort of fearful in this, fearless, sorry, not fearful, fearless.
You have to work in every like aspect of your like personality of your life. So definitely I will suggest guys, like career is important. Then you have to have a good understanding of the girls, how the girl behave, not like slightly like we say like red pill, understanding the red pill perspective, not like in India it is lot of blue pill kind of thing going on. तो और दूसरा है कि physical fitness is definitely important, and I will say like to some extent slightly capacity to have violence,
Self-defense.
self-defense, and you are not afraid to take, showing aggression, but controlled. It's not like यहाँ पे मार पिटाई शुरू कर दी, but self defense, some kind of physical activity, going to the gym. तो अब क्या है कि if you are like IT consultant or doctor engineer, they will not even touch a weight. They will not, no muscle. No, I don't want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't want to be Ronnie Coleman. नहीं weight नहीं उठाने. So this is the mindset Indians have.
True.
क्योंकि like when you are like bigger in size, definitely it gives an advantage.
Dominance over other men.
भाई देखो आप लड़की से small girl, if you are also small guy, it is sometimes you have to be physically also slightly, bigger. I'm not saying like gym वो एकदम gym पूरा करो, but I'm saying like put like आपको you have to work on अपनी physical appearance में भी. I'm not saying to like obsessed with the looks, but going to the gym, having fitness, that is also. Then also finances, because India is not a first world, so we are developing. So यहाँ पे अगर finances weak होंगे, then लड़की छोड़ के चली जाएगी.
Confidence भी थोड़ा कम रहेगा.
और confidence will be. अब आपने लड़की को स्टारबक्स में डेट के लिए बुला लिया, वहाँ बेंच कॉफी 350 की बेंच कॉफी, ब्लैक कॉफी बिना उसके
राइट
दूध के, अमेरिकानो.
कॉन्फिडेंस वीक हो ही जाता है. आई रिमेम्बर व्हेन आई वाज मैंने अपना शुरू किया था सिंगापुर में, मैंने नंबर लेने छोड़ दिए थे. मैंने 3 साल नंबर्स नहीं लिए. मैंने पहले नंबर लिया, एंड उस टाइम पे एक कम्युनिटी में बात चलती थी दैट गेटिंग अ नंबर मेक्स यू सॉफ्ट. आपने सुना है पहले, देयर वाज दिस थिंग गोइंग ऑनलाइन, गेटिंग अ नंबर मेक्स यू सॉफ्ट. तो आई बॉट इन दैट मार्केटिंग टैक्टिक. और उससे भी ऊपर मैं एक डेट पे गया था, फर्स्ट डेट थी मेरी सिंगापुर में. फर्स्ट डेट आई गॉट थ्रू अप्रोचिंग समवन विद अ वेरी स्वीट अप्रोच. आई वाज 17 ईयर ओल्ड. दिस गर्ल वाज ट्राइंग टू क्लाइंब अप ऑन द ब्रिज. तो मैं गया, मैंने अपना हाथ दिया, क्लाइंब्ड अप. उसके बाद मेरे को समझ नहीं आया क्या बोलना है, तो मैं वापस जाकर अपने दोस्तों के साथ बैठ गया. देन शी कम्स एंड टॉक्स टू मी एंड आई गेट द नंबर. 2 महीने लग गए, टेक्सटिंग आती नहीं थी, क्या करना है, वियर्ड पिकअप लाइन्स कॉपी कर रहा था ऑनलाइन. 2 महीने लग गए टू सेट द डेट, गो ऑन द डेट. स्टूडेंट्स बजट में था मैं, मतलब मेरे को मिलते थे $30 पर डे, विच वाज एक्चुअली वेरी गुड. $30
गवर्नमेंट से कि
नहीं, घर से.
स्कॉलरशिप होगी, मैंने सोचा.
नहीं, स्कॉलरशिप. आई वाज एन एवरेज किड. तो $30 मिल रहे थे मेरे को, विच वाज कमिंग टू $900, जिसमें $450 में रेंट होता था. $450 बचते थे, जो एक्चुअली कुछ नहीं होता वहाँ पे. अगर आप कन्वीनियंस देख लो, $150 की ट्रांसपोर्ट, $300 में $10 का खाना खा पा रहा हूँ मैं डेली, राइट.
अच्छा.
इट इज वेरी लेस. मतलब कैब ले लेते थे तो खत्म ही हो जाता था सब सीन.
अच्छा.
हाँ. सो अब डेट पे जा रहा हूँ. डेट पे आइडिया ही नहीं है कि क्या खर्च होगा. पहली डेट है लाइफ की. मतलब डेट हुई थी पहले, उसके पहले, बट इंडिया में हुई थी बेसिक जगहों पे. एंड यहाँ पे डेट पे जा रहा हूँ, गोइंग टू जापानीज रेस्टोरेंट, फ्लोर सीटिंग, नेवर हैड जापानीज फूड बिफोर. सो आई गो इन ऑन द डेट. द गर्ल इज सिटिंग ओवर देयर. पहली बात तो ना 3 महीने बाद मिल रहा था लड़की को, व्हाट्सएप पे डीपी तो पहचान में नहीं आ रही थी कौन है, राइट. बिकॉज व्हेन आई वाज देयर आई कुड नॉट डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन कोरियंस, जापानीज.
सब एक जैसे लगते हैं.
सब एक जैसे लग रहे थे मेरे को. तो मैं गलत लड़की के साथ जाके बैठ गया था. फिर मैं उसको फ़ोन करूँ, मैंने साइड में देखा वो फ़ोन उठा रही है, चलो कोर्स करेक्ट कर लेता हूँ. वहाँ जाके बैठा. उसके बाद कहती है कि यू वांट टू ट्राई सुशी. अब मेरे को आइडिया ही नहीं सुशी, राइट. उस टाइम पे जस्ट वेंट फ्रॉम फरीदाबाद टू सिंगापुर. अब सुशी का आइडिया नहीं क्या है. एंड आई डिडंट लाइक फिश. रॉ फिश तो अलग ही लेवल है. और सुशी इज एन एक्वायर्ड टेस्ट. दैट्स व्हाट आई फील लाइक. द मोर यू ईट इट, नाउ आई लाइक इट, बट उस टाइम पे नहीं. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू ऑर्डर. अब मेरे दिमाग में चल रहा है $70 की सुशी, $10 की इसने बियर मंगा ली है, $10 की मेरे को भी मंगवानी पड़ेगी, तो $90 हो गया. मतलब मेरे को 3-4 दिन खाना नहीं खा पाऊंगा मैं.
अच्छा.
तो कॉन्फिडेंस, मतलब आई वाज स्टिल पुलिंग. मेरे पास पैसे नहीं थे, आई वाज स्टिल पुलिंग. बट उस मोमेंट में मेरे कॉन्फिडेंस को थोड़ा हिट आ गया कि यार फक, डेट को एंजॉय करने से ज़्यादा मैं सोच रहा था मैं खर्चा कैसे निकालूंगा. देन सुशी कम्स, आई ईट द सुशी, प्यूक्ड. अच्छा. रैन अवे फ्रॉम द डेट. मैंने पैसे से फेंके, भाग गया मैं वहां से.
अच्छा.
दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट डेट एक्सपीरियंस. उसके बाद मैंने कहा नंबर नहीं लेना. सीधा डायरेक्ट, either it's going to be a pull, I'm going to aim for a pull, never going to get a number again. So that was my
खर्चा बहुत आ जाएगा.
खर्चा प्लस पता नहीं क्या खाना पड़ेगा. And like I was not very accustomed to Chinese food at that time. So that was the problem. Plus when I was talking to the girl also, first problem I hit was relatability कैसे बनाऊं. समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि मतलब व्हाट शी लाइक्स, यू नो व्हाट लाइक कल्चरल कंडीशनिंग इतनी अलग है. उसको इंग्लिश ज़्यादा आती नहीं, मेरे को चाइनीज़ नहीं आती, ट्रांसलेटर भी यूज़ हो रहा है डेट पे. सो बहुत सारी कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉब्लम्स मैं देख पा रहा था. बट यही कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉब्लम्स मेरे को नाइट गेम में नहीं फ़र्क पड़ता था. नाइट गेम में ट्रांसलेटर यूज़ करके आई वुड पुल इट ऑफ. बट डेट पे इट्स लाइक यू नो यू जस्ट हैव टू टॉक. तो वहाँ पे वो प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी. या
Yeah, that's like नहीं जो जैसे कि when I was in Germany, I was the money part was never like issue for me क्योंकि वहाँ पे like maybe it's the mindset there also कि because they don't
Pitching
really
in.
care about money that much anyway. They look
pitch
for
in.
the like real personality, real like game, real personality. और एक इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग मैं अभी आज ही मैं अपनी मदर से बात कर रहा था कि जैसे कोई मेरी मदर का कोई सहेली है, वो अब तो सब रिटायर हो गए, तो उसका लड़का किसी वो मुंबई में हिंदी सीरियल में काम करता है, मतलब जैसे ना, तो उसने लाइक ही इज़ ए मॉडल, ही वाज मॉडल, नाउ ही इज़ वर्किंग इन सम सीरियल, आई डोंट नो विच वन, बट तो उसकी ने एक रशियन लड़के से शादी करी है वहीं पे, वो भी वहीं पे काम करती थी, तो उसने शादी कर ली. तो मैंने बताया था कि बेसिकली जो लड़कियां व्हेन लाइक गर्ल्स हु आर इनटू इंडियन कल्चर, फॉरेनर गर्ल्स, दे नेवर चूज मी, बिकॉज जब वो इंडियन लड़के को चूज करेंगी तो आई एम नॉट ऑन दैट हायर एंड लुक्स फॉर एन इंडियन गाय.
अच्छा.
तो मेरे को मेरे को आई नेवर हैड ए गर्ल हु हैज इन द पास्ट इंडियन बॉयफ्रेंड, आज तक नहीं हुआ है. तो मेरे को जो था, मैं आई वॉज बट 100% बिलीविंग इन गेम. तो मैंने कहा था कि गेम इज द ओनली थिंग, एंड इट आई वॉज डिल्यूडेड कम्प्लीटली. आई वॉज नॉट, वो था ना RSD में उस टाइम होता था कि मनी एंड यू,
Nothing matters.
इट वर्क्स इन माई फेवर, एक्चुअली इट वर्कड इन माई फेवर. दैट डेफिनेटली आई विल क्रेडिट देयर ओवन कुक, दैट कि पैसे वैसे किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं है, यू कैन जस्ट गेट गर्ल्स with game.
I think
So I was literally taking them $1 at that time. It was $1 not Starbucks. Starbucks की तो औकात ही नहीं थी. $1 मैकडोनल्ड्स अमेरिकानो जो होती है ना, वहाँ पे €1 की
ब्रेकफास्ट मेन्यू.
हाँ ना, जो €1 की एक कॉफी आ गई, और वॉकिंग एंड टॉकिंग एंड लाइक वॉकिंग अराउंड ऑन द, तो वो चीज़ होती थी. और वो इस तरह की ये वाली दिक्कत नहीं हुई कभी, ये वाली दिक्कत नहीं हुई. और नॉर्मली जो होती थी डेट सिंपल लाइक, और गोल होता था कि टेकिंग होम एंड बूम. तो सिंपल रखी, जल्दी से जल्दी पिलाई एक वाइन या फिर वो, एंड देन लाइक टेकिंग होम. तो वो चीज़ डेफिनेटली दैट माइंडसेट हेल्प मी कि डेट में पैसे की जरूरत नहीं थी. लेकिन एक टाइम ऐसा आ गया कि इफ यू वांट टू अप द क्वालिटी, द गर्ल विल डेफिनेटली लुक फॉर slightly finances.
Yeah, that's what I realized. Specifically in India, that's big.
India maybe, or if you are getting out, like maybe in Germany it is like this, Europe में, but आप जर्मनी से अगर कई कुछ countries में like for example Prague, you have to show slightly more like status. There you cannot say like, Germany is a very different thing. Germany is a very different, like because it is so rich, girls don't really care. अगर आपकी जॉब भी नहीं है, आप जर्मन सिटीजन हो, आपकी जॉब नहीं है जैसे, और आपने कहा कि मेरे को काम नहीं करना, तो आपको 950 अराउंड यूरो तो आपको वैसे मिल जाएंगे ना,
कुछ ना करने
हाँ, आपको लाइक बुर्गरगेल्ड, हाँ, वेलफेयर मिलेंगे आपको, तो आपको कुछ काम करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. बहाना बना दो, मैं तो जी डिप्रेशन हो गया, ये अच्छा डिप्रेशन, ठीक है, घर में बैठो आप. तो वहाँ पे देयर इज, द गर्ल्स आर नॉट like
running after money basically.
So but UK में definitely you need, UK is definitely you need more status. Prague, if you're Prague, Czech Republic, there you also, Poland you also,
Budapest,
there also it will be like, Germany is like an exceptional place.
Got it. Germany के बारे में मैं सुन रहा था, like have you been to the club Berghain?
Berghain, yes.
Berghain, yeah.
वहीं है मेरा मकान जो है ना,
अच्छा,
वहीं उससे.
So have you been to Berghain? Like how was your experience? Did you go there?
हाँ, Berghain में अब तो कहाँ, अब तो कान ही उड़ गए अब.
What was the scenario over there? Like
तो
मेरे
वहाँ
दोस्त
वहाँ
बताता
पे
है
तो
कि it's like crazy,
हाँ
next level
दैट
craziness.
इज लाइक बट if you are really into techno music then I loved like Berlin techno so I if you are into techno music then you definitely have to check it it's like really really good बहुत बढ़िया है I mean it's really good but it is very hard to enter
Yeah, he was
वो
telling me that there's
एंटरिंग
lines.
एक वो हो रहा था कि हम 3 लड़कियों को पुल कर रहे थे मैं और मेरा दोस्त था 3 फ्रेंच लड़कियां थी तो वहीं पे जैसे कि
Line.
समझ लो यहाँ पे दिस इज द लाइक प्लेस एंड दिस इज द बेयरखाइन एंड दिस इज माय अपार्टमेंट तो हुआ क्या कि हमने कहा कि इस रास्ते से लेके जाएंगे वो साला रास्ते में बेयरखाइन था तो और फिर मेरा अपार्टमेंट तो मैंने कहा चलो तो वो लड़कियों के मूड था
बढ़ गए चलते हैं
तो
मेरे.
उसने वो देखा रहे तो मैंने कहा बेयरखान आ गया मैंने कहा अरे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है साला रिजेक्ट ही कर देंगे अंदर ही नहीं आने देंगे बड़ा ग्रुप है ना 5 जने हो गए और उस टाइम पे मैं वो कैमरे वगैरह रखता था यहाँ पे कैमरा लगा हुआ था
वो तो अलाउ नहीं करेंगे.
वो तो दूर तो मैंने कहा मना कर देंगे तो उन्होंने देखा मैंने कहा कैंसिल कर दो उसने कहा गो इनसाइड मैंने कहा और मैंने कैमरे आता ओ शिट वी आर गोइंग इनसाइड फिर मैंने जल्दी निकाला फिर अंदर गए पर उसमें फिर वो क्या बोलते हैं फिर उनका मूड बदल गया फिर वही
वहाँ पे कैमराज अलाउड नहीं है, राइट? यू कैन नॉट इवन टेक आउट योर फोन एंड स्टफ. फोन के ऊपर भी टेप लगा देते हैं.
लगा देंगे तो बेयरखाइन इज डेफिनेटली इफ यू आर इनटू और वहां पे फिर 95% 98% इज दे आर ऑन लाइक सब्सटेंस
ड्रग्स.
तो वहां पे तो फिर वो
ऑर्जी सीन
वहां पे तो हाँ सेक्स वगैरह भी जैसे कि गे वगैरह जो टाइप होते हैं ना तो वो तो मैंने खुद देखा है ये सब चीजें तो मैंने खुद देखा था वहां पे.
So my friend was telling me about that club. He was like, nothing beats that. It's insanity, chaos.
हाँ it's on the like next level. फिर वहाँ पे फिर एक और क्लब है किटकैट
KitKat
भी काफी फेमस है तो किटकैट क्लब है वहाँ पे तो वो फिटिश काइंड ऑफ तो वहाँ पे भी the lot of things are going on.
Yeah.
तो
Europe is on another level.
अभी हाँ तो वहाँ पे भी एक इनफील्ड है मेरा उसमें एक बंदे को अप्रोच करवाना तो बंदी थी वहाँ की मोरक्को की अब वो बंदा मैंने कहा बहन ये मैंने मुस्लिम लड़की यार ये कहाँ होगा उसने गलती से उसके मुंह से किटकैट निकल गया मैंने कहा बेटे काम हो जाएगा उसने कहा कि मैं अपने दोस्त के साथ किटकैट जा रही हूँ मैंने कहा काम हो जाएगा मैंने कहा वो कहता है तुम मुस्लिम है मैंने कहा काम हो जाएगा चिंता मत कर और काम हो गया क्लब जाने से पहले काम करा दिया उसका. Then you also lot of Indians I see in like in Germany in UK they are just like skinny Indian guys with like bellies coming out
fat,
yeah
right.
you know chicken curry and you know paranthe then you have to also focus on your physical presence that going to the gym having controlled diet that is definitely required. Fashion sense the other thing is the fashion sense. तो मैंने बहुत सारे like Indians when they go out they want to wear clothes like sometimes Westerners in Germany for example and I say which is okay but I prefer to wear my clothing style way better than white guys because when I am like standing out because of my looks brown guy then I have to be better looking than in clothes also than normal local white guys and that also helps a lot in standing out in a positive way.
Right.
Indian क्या होता है कि जो IT nerd वाले होते हैं ना जो तुम्हारे तो they look stand out but in a negative way. You have to stand out in a positive way. So when you are wearing the same clothes like others so you are not standing out. So these things definitely help me and help other if you are going out from India there it will definitely help you but the mindset is the biggest thing. There is a one guy in the boot camp he's model looking guy. He's model looking guy from South India. He lived in he has American accent. He do not want to speak a single word of Hindi. He's hitting like our language so much. So now what happens when he was there and when I saw him I said like dude you're looking like a model you need my boot camp okay whatever so I did the boot camp but he has so inferior mindset he prioritized the western white guys white girls so high he see himself here. He said that Indians are shit. He says himself is an Indian. So it is, I said like, what, it's like
Identity crisis.
the Ferrari without an engine.
Right.
Only
Identity
body is
crisis.
there is no engine inside.
Right.
So he was, I said like, if I would be looking like you, I will like
Do a lot.
yeah,
A lot more.
so with my game. So and then he was so resistant to the game because he was not able to believe that how I can say that Indians are better than Westerners.
Right.
So, but if you are like, if that is the mindset you're carrying, it's going to be very, very tough. There are always some cases you will get late, but if you want to get consistent result or like make it easier for you, you have to think in that way. Because, देखो, Indian people are not ugly. I think Indian people are not ugly. I really believe in it. We look like Brazilian Mexicans on that Latino level. Nah? But they get more, we get less. It's the mindset.
I
They
think a
don't
lot of
have
it-
this colonial mindset.
Yeah, I think also it comes down to the beauty standard set in across India because of Bollywood and because of all these Lux ads, and fairness is considered beauty in India,
हाँ
technically.
हाँ हाँ बट हम वो एक बात करें ना बाहर की तो that's a different thing. Here maybe like the thing maybe that can play a role if
Yeah.
the guy is fair color or a guy is like very
बाहर नहीं
dark.
करेगा, right.
Bahar is not like that. Other guy he was like he was South Indian but he looks like a model. He was like really big, like muscular and leaned, and I was shocked that like this guy need game.
I've met a lot of people who are extremely good looking, 6'3", 6'2", but जब बात करने आते हैं तो they don't know how to take it forward. They don't know how to have that conversation जहाँ पे वो invest करा दे किसी को deeply और engaging नहीं है conversations. So yeah, that is a big problem.
अब वही was a guitarist. तो उसने एक हम पोलैंड में we were doing boot camp and then this that I'm Indian, I'm inferior. This is the mindset he was. So हुआ क्या कि he was there's a like we did the in-year coaching and did a really good thing and then now finally like she was not investing too much in conversation. I will sing a song for you. It was cold outside and वो कहीं park में they took her in the park and like started to sing and I said to him that like singing what you're doing is one of the most precious thing for you to do for someone and she was not even interested in this listening. Why you are doing it?
Overinvestment.
This is not how it works. If I told you not to do it and you want to do it and you think that by doing it she will
Get attracted.
boom you.
Right.
It was going completely like opposite.
There was overinvestment हो गई, the girl को pedestal पे चढ़ा दिया already.
Or when you're doing something so like something very near to you, singing or guitar was his passion, and the girl need to invest.
That's like a reward, I think. It's like a reward.
Without even deserving. You are giving reward without even deserving. So you got the answer. Like
Yeah.
what are the things we needed? So
Yeah.
like mindset, fitness also, and then game also. Game. Or one thing also I will say, like a lot of Indian guys, when they are in the West, they think that I want a white girl. Yeah, one guy is saying he want a white girl. So if I learn from a white dating coach, Western dating coach, then I will be like him, and then I will get girl. I was thinking the same way. But this is not true because your skin, you are not going to bleach your skin will be there. Your Indian heritage identity will be there with you.
Cultural calibration,
Yeah.
social
So
conditioning.
you have to choose someone. If they want to choose me, it's good. If they don't want, but choose someone who have the same circumstances like
Like where you want to go.
yeah, like, and then you can learn who has faced the same difficulties. That person, you can relate more with that person and then you can learn much more. अभी कुछ केसेस ऐसे हुए थे कि कुछ normally जो in dating community the coaches, the people are a bit slightly more far right. I don't know if you know that in the Western world the dating coaches, if you're in the pickup, so they are slightly more far right. So like Western dating coach, it can happen that they will be slightly more far right direction. So when an Indian guy is going to them, there will be a race factor will be there, racism factor. So even if they are teaching, deep inside they will never want that this Indian guy fuck our white girl.
There's definitely a racism
Ye,
factor. So,
there will be deep inside, they will be because they will think that we are like here, they are
we are
here.
superior. We're teaching them.
We don't want, like, even they will teach you, but they will, from in deep inside, they will never want that
You learn 100%.
हमारे बराबर बैठेगा, मतलब,
हाँ, right.
you know,
I
they will
agree with
fuck
that.
white girls like what we fuck. Deep inside, this can happen. And because this is there's a one guy I will release in future, like New York documentary. He said he did boot camp with mystery, and the way they were treating him, he's like typical South Indian IT, and they were like all white coaches, and they were he felt that feeling that they did they are
Racism,
teaching him, no, they are not saying, they will not say racism, but you will get that feeling the way they are behaving. They just want to do their job, and yeah, okay, you know, like ब्रेक और ये अपने उसमें करके हाँ आ जाएंगे, you will see that there is a
मतलब
making
घुलना मिलना नहीं है इतना basically.
he said to me that they did coaching, I did coaching with him, he did coaching with them, but you can feel that they are not really, like, you know,
Invested in their progress
bringing
basically.
you, yeah.
I think that's a pretty interesting point because even I worked with a lot of international dating coaches and मेरे भी दिमाग में यही आता था पहले कि maybe I can learn from उस टाइम पे होते मतलब Indians में कोई था भी नहीं, आप ही थे शायद जब when I was learning, right? But दिमाग में मेरे भी यही था कि मैं बाहर हूँ, should learn from a white coach or something. What I realized is कि there is some sort of like differences और वो समझ भी नहीं पाते कि किस कल्चरल कंडीशनिंग से बंदा बाहर आ रहा है. दैट इज़ द बिगेस्ट फैक्टर आई थिंक. जिस तरीके से हमें रेज किया है वो बहुत डिफरेंट है, जो बाहर का कल्चर है वो बहुत डिफरेंट है, तो वो कल्चर नहीं समझ पाते. और वो कल्चर शिफ्ट की वजह से भी एक इंडियन क्लाइंट को एक वेस्टर्न कोच के साथ ये फीलिंग आ सकती है कि कनेक्शन नहीं, इज नॉट वेस्टेड इन माई इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो, क्योंकि वो कल्चरल शिफ्ट भी है वहाँ पे, तो वो कल्चरल मैच नहीं हो पा रहा.
हाँ, that is also, and imagine like if a girl is like you are an Indian, yeah. So if you're approaching a girl, a Western girl or like European girl, and then the girl is having some kind of objection in her mind, which may relate to a race, but she's not saying it to you. But a coach in like a immigrant or like it's a brown coach may have faced this thing, and she knows like what is the hidden objection she is getting. Other guy जो तुम्हारा जो गोरा होगा, he will say that
communication team
something
strong करो, body
communication
language
problem,
सही करो,
and then maybe I will give some other advice that solve in this way.
yeah.
So these are the things like the coach has to experience.
Definitely.
अगर आप what we say रिच परिवार में पैदा हुए, बहुत बहुत अंधा पैसा है, समझ लो अरब में तेल के कुएं हैं, जो भी है, and then you make some money, but you're already having that kind of starting level is so high, like okay, you are making money, but you have never faced the real challenges, and the skill develop when you face some challenges. तो जब रेसिज्म का रेजिस्टेंस फेस किया, sometime hidden, that's why the skill become I build that skill.
Yeah, the lowest of your lows I think get you to the highest of your highs.
That is, and the skill you cannot teach the skin color and everything.
बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है जो छुप जाती है. I think when I was in Singapore, I was using this gym machine, right? And these guys would like clean it after that, and so that incident happened with me. And then especially in game, a lot of racism happened.
रेसिज्म, हाँ देखो, उसमें भी लड़कियां इतना रेसिज्म नहीं करेंगी, लड़के ज्यादा होते हैं, लड़कों में ज्यादा होता है, लेकिन बट स्टिल यू हैव टू स्टिल play a slightly different game.
Yeah.
If you are like going outside, you have to have slightly different games, slightly more calibrated, more technical, more intense. Also more intense, right. More like, because in a short amount of time you have to build a very strong man to woman vibe. Because hoga kya ki she will go back like here also, and she go back and she have like in DM, Instagram, and all the guys are coming, and sometimes the guy will be very good looking guys.
Yeah.
So I was competing with very good looking guys, like for hot girls. So I have to, you street seller, you have to sell on the spot. So that's the type of game if you want, like, you want to learn. But for that, you have to have all these things also in check.
That's quite interesting. So tell me about your coaching program. Like, how do you coach people, and what's your go-to? It's a boot camp you mentioned, right? You're doing boot camps in Europe as well as US.
I do boot camp in Europe, USA, UK, and like this is the Europe is the main like playground, you can say. And I do one-on-one. Right
Okay.
now, I'm doing maximum. I take 2 students.
Let's go.
I used to do immersion programs. I have not doing it right now. I'm like doing like maximum 2 guys, but like one-on-one. So we meet in the morning and discuss like the inner game stuff and all mindset, and then like immediately learn by doing. So वो क्या होता है कि two-way communication. So he will be going out in the field and I'll be listening to him and correcting right on the spot in the conversation.
That's
like
good.
this is the line she's saying, you have to say this line. This is the answer you have to give. This is what she said. She's saying this thing. She's refusing to do something, but I know that maybe this is the objection she must be having. So we give, like, we deal with that objection, hidden objection, and then the problem will solve. So this is type of thing I do.
Got it. And how many days your program is going on for?
So it depends on the client. So minimum is 5 days, maximum you can book for a month.
Damn.
So yeah. So but normally on average it's like 7 to like 10 days.
That's good. That's good.
I used to do like 2 days, 3 days, but I minimum is now 5 days.
Okay, that's nice.
So
And how do if someone wants a boot camp in Europe or US, how do they reach out to you?
you can reach out in my YouTube channel Deepak Dating, and there is a link
Yeah,
also
I'll add that link in.
for 30-minute consultation. I have also product dating in fields domination, where I have shown my infield from all over the world. And also the good thing about the product is that there I have shown my students in field how, not like how I teach my students, the real results. So like how my student is approaching and how he's taking the girl home. So that is also Indian student, black student, white student, Arab students, all over the place, from USA, from UK, from Europe. So all type of girls. So वो जो है, that is basically a like long version. So sometimes infield, if you're doing game, sometime infield is like 3 hour long without even feed, without even commentary, because when you're approaching the girl and taking her home, it takes a lot of time. Before you taking the girl, you have to have the right intimacy set, man to woman kind of like vibe.
Right.
Now intimacy should be there. So that takes time. So that all break down how it is done, at what time you have to say a particular line. Sometimes I say like, no, you have to say to the girl like, you have sexy butt. Yeah. So now if they're saying it in the start, then it can create problem.
Yeah.
So now in the infield, they will see the context, they will see the time, and they will see the vibe, and then they will see that, oh, this is the time Deepak has said, yeah, my student has said, this is how it works.
Yeah,
So
that's important.
that is like good understanding of like game.
Right. So I'll make sure to add some links. So if you guys, are in Europe, you want some help, infield experience, sure, Deepak is the guy. He's been doing this almost a decade now, more than a decade.
Yeah.
More than a decade. So yeah, it was really nice having you. Anything last you want to, tell to the audience, the people who are watching? Any advice for young guys who are watching this?
Yeah, thanks first of all, like, having me here. And the advice I will say, like, you can have whatever the goal you want to have in life. It should be legally valid in that country, and then you should go for it. Nobody can stop you. This is something I have done, like coming out of, like, what we say, from the lowest, and able to achieve really big things that I value in my life. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think everything can be worked upon once you set your mind to it.
Yeah, exactly. because like what I have seen, like some people say, oh, you have to set your goal is not right and this and that, and like lot of this spiritual gurus, your goal is no. If you have a goal, then go for it as long as it is
Legally viable.
legally valid goal, like so
In that particular country.
yeah, and that's why I
Funny
said,
we are talking about it.
yeah, but that's why I always say, I always use it, because you can set whatever goal. My goal is to,
Yeah.
it is okay, but it is not legally valid. That's why I
Right.
said,
Right.
if my goal was to bank, it is legally valid there. So what
Yeah.
is that?
What is the
That's
problem?
that's why in that context you have to say.
Right, right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys have any more questions, we might do this further in the future as well. If you have any more questions, you can key it down in the comment section and we'll make sure, we'll use those questions the next time we see each other. Thank you guys.